and a nice, strong 8-inch reach advantage for the Commandant Man, Rocky Alunga. Well, to kick things off here on our main card is the one and only man with the microphone, Kotso Bilal Romopo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live! Proudly brought to you by Restonic Mattresses. This is EFC Fight Night! 3 rounds in the EFC Lightweight division. Introducing first, in the red corner, a kickboxer with 3 wins and 1 loss. He stands 5'9", weighing in at 155 pounds. From Cape Town, South Africa, welcome, Adrian Rayo Sanchez! And his opponent in the blue corner, also a kickboxer with 3 wins, 1 loss. He stands at 6 feet, weighing in at 155 pounds. From Johannesburg, South Africa, welcome the Commandant Man, Rocky Alunga! The third man in the hex, referee Bobby Karajanides.
Bobby Karajanides will be your referee, a great veteran official here for the EFC as we kick off this lightweight bout. And how about that is your RDG Hexagon girl, Ali, Rex Stiffing Gearbox, driven by perfection, always bringing you the Hexagon girls here at the EFC. As we take a look, it's the Commandant Man, Rocky Alunga, and Adrian Rayo Sanchez.
Ready?
And it's time to get down to business here. Round number 1 brought to you by Dragon Energy Drink, official energy partner of the EFC. In the black, that is Adrian Sanchez. In the camouflage, in that DRC flag, that is Rocky Alunga.
Sanchez saying no to the glove touch, which was interesting. Very, very focused. Both lads coming into this fight with very, very mean intent. It was all respect to the weigh-ins yesterday, to be fair. But this one is a real division decider in the lightweight, which is really stacked to the EFC.
See that southpaw stance by Rocky Alunga. Throw a lot of fighters off. We'll see
a nasty body kick.
Difference. Right down the middle as well. He follows it up with a nice shot. Rocky Alunga could be on his way for the first takedown of the evening. Great work here by Alunga. Of course, Elaine Alunga has had a reign of terror in this organization. Some of the most devastating finishes that we've seen have come by the way of his brother, the Commandant Boy. Well, not to be outdone here is Rocky Alunga trying to carve out his own journey. Nice right hands here by the Commandant Man.
Yeah, it was a nice...
Sanchez is able to grab him up in his guard.
It was a nice body kick to set the takedown now, Cyrus, wasn't it? He really backed up Sanchez. It was a real hard shot to the right ribs of Sanchez. And Alunga just followed up, straight up against the fence, had him backpedaling and took him down. Just really good opportunism by Alunga. And we've just seen this varied skill set again and again with him. He's happy with the striking and his kicking attack, but he's equally very happy with his jiu-jitsu. He's listening to Chad Hanekom and Steven Gonzalez in his corner, and that's a great corner to have in any promotion around the world. He's trying his best to defend as well,
Chad
Sanchez,
Hanekom,
though.
long time no hear of that name. Chad Hanekom, we need to get him back inside this hexagon. We need Superman back in the building. We're just a few minutes into round number 1. And you're right, I mean, that's one thing that the FFM group and the Coach Kwan group, as it's evolved throughout the years, different iterations, and is that they really do listen to their coaches. I mean, most fighters that come through that camp under a Richie Kwan or under a Norman Vessels, they're very, very good, very astute listeners, and they usually are very successful if they do so. And Rocky Alunga is listening. He's doing a great job of controlling, and he's trying to wear out Sanchez.
Yeah, what's interesting about these two fighters, both have a very similar record, 2-1, 2 wins and 1 losses. But both of their 2 wins have been by decision, and their only loss, each of them, have been within the distance. So they're very well matched up, not just stylistically, but also in terms of their records and where they stand in the rankings of the lightweight division. which is probably mid-table, but a win will have serious implications for the lightweight division, with either lad going up the rankings several pegs, I imagine. But it's just technically Sanchez is doing well to defend, and it's a couple of nice elbows and some good strikes coming in from Ilunga. It's a very patient attack. He's not giving himself any vulnerable. He's not really letting Sanchez frame up and take advantage of any vulnerabilities. It's nice, tight ground and pound coming in from Ilunga.
Very, very polished. We're kind of used to seeing that wild style of Elaine, and Rocky just, you know, provides a different type of fight style at the end of the day. We've seen Elaine Ilunga, you know, wing some of the biggest, hardest, fastest strikes, especially early on in round 1 and 2. I mean, he's like a buzzsaw. And Rocky Ilunga a little bit more deliberate and taking his time here and working on Sanchez, and for good reason. Sanchez is certainly no joke, coming in with a 3-1 record, a lot of talent. And you got, you know, a clash of 3-1s here, Simon, and one of these guys is going to move to 4-1, and somebody's going to take that second loss. And great matchmaking. It's picture perfect here by Graham Cartman.
Again, it's like I'm loath to go for the brotherly comparisons, but it is interesting how Elaine and his brother are actually a lot more patient now, how we kind of typify them with their superb kickboxing. Yet it's a nice ground IQ, nice attempt trapping the arm by Ilunga, but enables Sanchez by using that to get back up to his feet. And that's a nice way of getting back up from Sanchez. Good opportunism. It's a nice knee up the middle as well.
Well, that's big for the confidence of Sanchez to get back up to his feet, to be able to show that he is not going to stay on the ground there, and perhaps get a little bit of confidence going in to round number 2. Good look for Rayo Sanchez as he gets back to his feet and faces off once again with Rocky Ilunga. Ilunga did a little bit of damage, certainly won that round, but Sanchez is far from done as we go into round number 2. What do you make of round 1?
Yeah, it was pretty much after the takedown. It was a good, patient ground and pound. Good defense by Sanchez. Didn't take a huge amount of damage as we take a little Restonic corner cam. Both lads still looking pretty fresh, so all to play for in the second without a doubt. But it was cage. It was nice on the disengage. It was good that Sanchez was able to get back up to his feet after Rocky was trying to transition. But it was a nice sprawl after Sanchez tried to defend the second takedown towards the end of the round. But there was a nice swinging left that Ilunga was able to score on the disengage, but goes for the double, gets the clasp, and just use that top heavy just to take his opponent down slowly, and really nice and patient. Never really tried to pass, was very impatient, was happy to try and score the points. Nice couple of elbows. Sanchez nice, keeping it tight, keeping his elbows in, not giving any arms or any limbs for his opponent to grab hold of. But yeah, I would say in terms of points, that was nice. It was pretty close, but 10-9 for really dominant position that Ilunga enjoyed throughout the first round.
Most certainly got the round, but I think Sanchez being able to fight his way up to his feet, I think, is going to help him a lot. And perhaps, you know, those are a few questions into the mind of the Commandant Man. And round number 2 is officially underway. We'll see if Sanchez can answer some questions here and battle back and get himself back into this round. Round 2, of course, brought to you by Dragon Energy Drink. Still waiting on my Cyrus Fees commemorative can. Hopefully by the time I make it back to South Africa, we'll have a can waiting on me.
Perhaps in time for the heavyweight Grand Prix that you've been demanding for years, Cyrus. It's going to come.
Absolutely.
And what's also been coming this night is orthodox southpaw setups, which, you know, we've been waiting for them for quite a while, and all of a sudden, the EFC Fight Night, they're coming like London buses. Makes it a lot more interesting technically, particularly when you've got both lads who are good with their kicking attacks, as Rocky and Adrian. Just changes things up nicely. And Sanchez got to be.
I just realized that we have Rocky fighting Adrian.
Oh my word!
I just realized that. Oh my goodness! No, that's epic.
He's not going to be calling out Adrian's
Just
name.
take that in a little bit. Whoever's watching at home, if you don't know.
That's cracker.
Wow.
That's a nice.
Just a minute in here, and here comes Adrian Sanchez battling back here with a nice little flurry. And now he may be taken back down to the mat for his troubles as Ilunga tries to creep around the side. Good timing by Rocky Ilunga. And there we go, back to the drawing board here. It is deja vu for Rayo Sanchez as he is underneath Ilunga again.
That was a nice takedown, wasn't it? And then Adrian doing as well to reverse and get back up to his feet and gets a single over of his own. Turns the corner and a nice takedown to reverse the position. Good scramble by Ilunga though. Now it's Sanchez who's got his back. He's got no hooks in, but fighting for wrist control is Ilunga. Got one hook in to try and take his back. Ilunga turning around onto his opponent. Beautiful work. Good scramble from the DRC lad. Good wherewithal to know where he is on the ground. Great scramble from both lads, Cyrus.
Without a doubt. I mean, you know, and such a great spark plug to kick things off here at EFC Fight Night. Our first ever EFC Fight Night, and it's already really turned out some incredible highlights from the prelims, and there's a chance you might be able to catch some of those highlights here on this broadcast. If not, we'll have it on all of our social media outlets. But that being said, you know, these guys right here are kind of setting the tone, and it's a knockdown drag out here. This is a real battle between these two, and it's 2 3-1s, two guys of similar skill, and they're just battling it out in a very, very big way. Who wants it more in the middle of our hex?
Well, Boric Karajanidis want to see more action. Sanchez comes forward and Ilunga immediately meets him with the knee. Beautiful timing. Sanchez trying with the plum kinch, but Ilunga wants anything to do with it and takes his opponent down yet again. Interesting to see Boric Karajanidis on the stand-up again though, Cyrus. I thought there was enough action going on the floor, so I'm not sure why he stood him up. There was a lot of conversations going back and forth between the referee and Adrian Sanchez about what, I'm not so sure. But he stood him up, and it seemed to be a lack of action in his reasoning. I'm not so sure why. There was plenty of action on the ground. There was a good patient ground and pound from Ilunga, but regardless, he was able to take the opponent down yet again and put himself in the same position once more.
Yeah, great work there by Ilunga. Maybe a little bit of a questionable stand-up here, but Ilunga was able to jump right in there and bring him right down to the mats where he is most comfortable, slowly picking away at Sanchez. Not a whole lot of damage has been done, but even those short shots, those short compact shots, they do add up. And so far so good here for the Commandant Man. He is in a commanding lead.
Yeah, tricky position for Sanchez up against the fence. He's moved laterally a little bit more, so his head isn't up against the padding on the turnbuckle on the fence. But, defending well, looking to isolate some arms, trying to stop the blows coming in. Still in guard is Ilunga, making no effort to really pass. He's very happy just to start scoring some points. And very, very patient ground and pound like we saw in that first round. But not causing too much damage as Ilunga, but certainly scoring the points.
By any means necessary, even if it doesn't necessarily light you up at home or light you up here in the limited crowd that we have here at the PI. You know, it's all about getting the win, especially when you've got a very formidable, a tough opponent that seems to have an answer for you all the way through. You got to take whatever you can get. That's what Ilunga is doing. And in my sense, he's sitting with 2 rounds to 0, which puts Adrian Sanchez with his back against the wall. He's going to have to look for finishes, big strikes, take some chances on the submissions. There's a lot that Sanchez is going to have to do to pull this one off. Rocky Ilunga just has to stay the course.
100%. He's got to be careful because he's going to come forward and he's going to look for the knockout. He doesn't want to go to the ground again with Ilunga because he reversed his opponent, who immediately reversed him back. I'm not sure again why the stand-up, but you're 100% correct, Cyrus. With the implications there are for the lightweight division, you really have to be scoring the points and not be taking too many unnecessary risks. I'll be doing exactly the same, but a nice takedown by Ilunga. It was like a one-kneed takedown. It was a good reversal by Sanchez, able to get back to his feet. But almost 3 times, I think, it was Ilunga was able to take his opponent down. The second time and the third time after the reset by the referee. It was a good takedown of his own for Sanchez. But Ilunga immediately reversed him and took no damage of his own. Really good scramble by both lads, but again, it was Ilunga who came out on top. Sanchez tried to take the back, but just good fight IQ and good mat wherewithal by the Commandant Man. Exactly as you said, Cyrus, 2 rounds to 0. What is Sanchez going to do? Is he going to come out hell for leather and start swinging? or is he going to be careful of that left body kick that we know Ilunga is all famous for when his opponents start coming forward? Or is Sanchez going to start looking for the counter, be more effective on his feet?
Could go a lot of different ways here. Sanchez has to show us something here in the final stanza of this bout. Brought to you by Dragon Energy Drink. And Sanchez here lays back. He's going to have to be aggressive. He doesn't want to end up on bottom. And if he does, he needs to scramble quick. Still to come, main event. Christine Volmerans and Shauna Power as the ladies take center stage in our main event of EFC Fight Night.
There's that left high kick, doesn't go to the body this time, Ilunga. Sanchez says no dice whatsoever. Ilunga just seemingly effortlessly take his opponent again down to the mat. Just great timing by Commander Man Ilunga. And this is where Sanchez doesn't want to be, Cyrus. He knows he's 2 rounds down. He knows he defended well off his back, but really wasn't able to really get any kind of submission offense off his back going in terms of his BJJ. And it was just an effective, top-heavy Rocky Ilunga that just shut him out for the first 2 rounds. And he's got 3.5 left to see if he can do something and take this. Otherwise, the DRC lad is moving to the top of the lightweight division, and rightfully so. Clinical performance, some would say. Almost a
fantastic work here by Ilunga. He is showing us incredible top game. Great transition, Simon. He has all the answers thus far here for Adrian Sanchez. Rocky Ilunga becoming more well-rounded as these fights go on. Sanchez, though, looks for a scramble. It is going to be effective, but is he going to be able to get to his feet? Ilunga quickly able to jump on top. And it looks like Sanchez is trying to get a little squirrely here. I expect him to possibly look for some submission attempts from the bottom, Simon. I think he knows where he's at right now and knows he's going to have to take some chances.
Yeah, and it was why he left himself vulnerable and almost gave up his back. Like you said, he's squirrely, but it is immensely hot here tonight in the EFC Performance Institute. It is the onset of the sub-Saharan summer, and both lads are very sweaty and very slippery coming here into the 3rd round with 2.5 left. And very impressive display of grappling from Ilunga, but it's both lads are very, very slippery, which is kind of aiding the transitions and making it a little bit more fluid, which makes it even more impressive that Elaine Ilunga is able to be so dominant in his grappling. And again, Barbara Karajanidis stands them up. And again, it's Elaine Ilunga that times the takedown perfectly, even though it was Sanchez who kind of leapt midair, looking for a leg perhaps, but Ilunga ends up on top and inside.
Not giving up is Adrian Reyes Sanchez. Trying to bridge out, do anything he could do at this point, but Ilunga seems to have his number tonight.
Yeah, he's kind of shut off all avenues, hasn't he, Cyrus? There's really nowhere he could go. Every time he's thinking ahead, Ilunga's just 2 steps further down the path away from him. He's tried a good scramble, but every time he tries to attempt to escape, Ilunga's just 1 step ahead of him.
Rocky Ilunga has been very, very dominant here as it appears that he's on his way to his 3rd win in a row. Still a little bit of time to work with here for Reyes Sanchez. Coming off of a couple of big decisions over Simboe and Nguala.
Bobby stands him up again.
He may be on his way to another decision.
Yeah, indeed.
What is Adrian Sanchez?
Beautiful knee coming in by
sleeve.
Sanchez. But Rocky just ate it like it was nothing. That was a nasty knee. As he was coming in, they were knocked out a lesser mortal, but not Rocky Ilunga. Wow. And Bobby Karajanidis is all about the action tonight, Cyrus. I've never seen Bobby stand them up. Karajanidis at BJJ MMA, he loves his ground game, but he is all about the action on the first fight on this main card tonight, that's for sure. Stand him up Bobby is going to be your name for him, I'm sure.
Shout out to Brad Block, wherever he's at. We love Stand him up, Brad Block.
You're going to get in
He's
trouble
standing
now,
somebody
man.
up as we speak. Final seconds here for Rocky Commandant Man Ilunga. What a performance. It was methodical, it was technical, but it was effective. 3 straight rounds of top game from Rocky Ilunga, and he knows what that means. That means 3 wins in a row as we await the official decision. Great work, Simon. You know, it wasn't flashy. It wasn't fan-friendly. You're not seeing, you know, a spinning back kick knockout like you would see from Elaine. But at the same time, he's getting it done. He neutralized Adrian Reyes Sanchez, and Sanchez had really been burning up a nice little run here in the EFC, and he totally derailed that and just looked that much better.
Yeah, it was a superb performance. Like you said it right. It was not necessarily a fan-friendly performance, but for the technical grapplers out there, it was lovely to see. When there were some difficult takedowns, I mean, there was that one knee takedown when he turned the corner on his opponent, and it was just beautiful to see. And every time Sanchez tried to transition or reverse or sweep, Ilunga was just thinking one step ahead of him, knowing where his body was going in motion and knowing how to set up the next takedown. It was just beautiful chain wrestling. And there was no answer that Sanchez had. Just towards the end there, it was a beautiful knee when Ilunga was coming in that's caught him and seems to have cracked his nose a little bit, but really far too little, far too late. And yeah, just a beautiful shutout by Ilunga. Just again, an all-rounded skill set, which is just great to see. And I've got no problem with someone score pointing when there's so many implications for your rankings in the lightweight division. And again, like I said, it was difficult to scramble in this heat. Both lads very, very sweaty, but it was a superb shutout clinical performance by Ilunga, and he is going to be a handful for anyone at the top of this division.
Well, I've got to agree with you there. Rocky Ilunga, let's take another look at it. Able to take that knee and keep on ticking. Great durability, great showmanship there by the Commandant Man. As we saw another Ilunga just recently run off a lot of wins in a row, and it led to a championship win. Could Rocky Ilunga do the same? That was your Restonic action replay. Well, it looks like it is time for our official decision. We go to Kotso Ramopo.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. The judges score this contest 30-27, 30-27, and 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Rocky Commandant Man Ilunga!
I'm here with the winner, Rocky Ilunga. Rocky, just have a quick word. A very, very skilled opponent, but you looked so clinical tonight, my friend. You've got to be happy with that performance. What was the game plan against a guy so dangerous in Adrian Sanchez?
Yeah, you know, I was training hard. I want to say thank you so much to my team. I love you guys so much. I love you. Thank you, my God. Thank you, EFC, for this point. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. I want to say thank you to my president, President Lorenzo. Thank you so much for your support. My boss, Christian Robo. Thank you so much. Thank you, all my sponsors, IP. Thank you. Thank you, Lunchtime, Tower Lunch. Thank you so much. Thank you, people, come support me. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you. I work more. I work more. I'm coming. I'm coming again. It's my time. I'm coming.
I've just got to ask you about the game plan, because again, it was a superior grappling game plan developed by Fight Fit Militia. You got Steven Gonzalez and Chad Canocom in your corner. Was it always the game plan to try and out-grapple your opponent?
Yeah, you know, game, we come from the gym. I want to say thank you so much to my coach, Rich Kwan. Thank you. Your work, it's working. Thank you. It's working.
Top of the division for you, my friend. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Commandant Man, Rocky Ilunga.
So there it is. Big win there by Rocky Ilunga. Incredible victory tonight. Methodical, put it together. 1, 2, 3 rounds in a row.